She's like, yeah, pegging. If I'm gonna peg, do a little butt action. If a man is not into pegging and it's not something he's never done before, you're turning me off.
You're turning me off.
Hey y'all.
Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Super excited to be back. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I'm gonna say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, baby, what are you waiting on? Support a black woman.
Hurry up.
Subscribe to my channel, okay? I do have more content coming in January and in next year, and I'm just really excited to just finally
You've been saying that
expand my YouTube channel a little bit more. So hopefully y'all are subscribed and you have your notifications on and stuff like that. Second of all, unfortunately, I have to let y'all know that my Philly show has been rescheduled. Okay. If you bought tickets to the Philly show, you probably already got an email, but the new date is January 28th. So you can get tickets to the new show down below. Wasn't my fault, completely out of my control.
completely.
Anyway,
100%.
this is Married at First Sight. I don't know what episode this is, but let's get into it. On my page, y'all know we always start with the most boring bubble.
Okay.
No, the most boring couple. Also, a couple of y'all have asked me about Ready to Love, Make a Move, and I have been watching the show.
Yep.
But of course, I haven't been doing videos about it. I'm going to do a wrap up video on my thoughts on the whole season. I'm just gonna do one video because y'all we talked about that a couple times, so I will be doing that. Or maybe I'll do a live. Maybe I'll do a poll and y'all just tell me what y'all want to see. I'll do a poll here on YouTube. Let me know if you want a live or if you want a video.
We're doing a video.
Anyway, let's get into Married at First Sight. The most boring couple this week. I'm actually gonna start with Pink Hair and Austin. I know you're thinking, Jazz, we should be starting with the couple that ain't even a couple, which is Lauren and Orion. But we're gonna start with Pink Hair and Austin. So Pink Hair has told Austin and the therapist that she wants some sexual
Healing.
tension between them. And I wrote down, well, baby, let's see some cleavage.
Some titties.
Let's see some skin.
Thighs.
Baby, you trying to get his eyes to pop out of his head, honey.
Hey, you trying to get some head.
How you gonna get some brain if you don't see his eyes pop out of his brain?
Period. Like a cartoon, honey.
Like, I have never met nobody who be like, I want my man to pay attention to me, and you got on a hazmat suit. Baby, put on a little mini skirt or something. Get his mind wandering. Honey, have you never heard Plies? Ain't called it in 3 days.
Gotta let her mind wander.
You ain't never heard that? Come on, baby. Like, girl, what is we doing?
And why are we doing it?
Oh my God. Anyway, I wrote down, who bringing the sexual? Where is the sexy? Where is the sex?
SEX.
Because they tried to sit down together and flirt, and she was like, maybe I'm going to, bring a little sexual tension in here. And she kept talking about pegging.
Girl.
She's like, yeah, pegging. If I'm gonna peg, do a little butt action. If a man is not into pegging and it's not something he's never done before, you're turning me off.
You're turning me off.
What make you think that you bringing up pegging 100 times is gonna make him be like, oh, I'm really in the mood? What, girl? What is you doing? Oh my God! This is why sometimes I be like, I need to give a class on how to flirt. And Pink Hair does not know how to do it. I promise you, flirting is not looking at your man and saying, how about a peg later? Hell, that I don't even know that wouldn't turn me on. I don't know who that would turn on. somebody, I guess. But it's like, what? I would be looking like, girl, excuse me?
You look baby mama type. I know that got
Oh
you
my
kinda
God.
like, my ice is albino white. I hope your vagina.
Austin said he wants to wait until him and Pink Hair have an emotional connection. I wrote down, AKA, he don't like her.
At all.
When are y'all going to get this through your head? Men do not wait until they have an emotional connection with somebody to sleep with them.
Ever.
I have never heard of a man say that. I just heard of an app on TikTok. It's called Stingy, or it's called Stingers or Sniffles or something like that. It's basically where men, it's an app where men post pictures of their privates.
Yep.
And to let other men know that they privates is available in the area. And you over here talking about you want to have an emotional connection.
Lies.
Now, I'm not saying that every man will post his privates like that. What I'm telling you is that's far over here on the spectrum, and he's far over here talking about emotional connection.
Lies.
He's lying. He don't like you. Like, what is so hard to understand about that? I told my mom that Austin wants to look like the good guy.
Yep.
He wants to look like the guy who really tried, but he's not attracted to his wife
At all.
and that's the end of it. Orion, he's not attracted to his wife, and he didn't want to try. He didn't want to look like the good guy. He blamed her and blamed her and blamed her. Austin knows that he can't gaslight Pink Hair. So he's just going to say, I need more time. I don't feel an emotional connection. I just never felt an emotional connection. And I have to have an emotional connection to have sex. That's going to be his excuse. Can we not see that? Are we in agreement on that or not? Y'all let me know.
Let me know in the comments.
The counselor that came in, the black girl, I really like her, by the way. I think she's probably one of the best counselors we've had on Married at First Sight, because she's just so transparent, and she really pushes each individual person in the relationship to answer questions about their partner and about themselves, which I like. She said, what does it feel like to know that your wife, likes you like that? She's attracted to you. She's open and interested in intimacy with you. And he was like,
whatever.
It's cool. He kissing her on the forehead, kissing her in the hair, kissing her on the cheek. I don't care how many times you kiss her on the forehead and kiss her scalp.
Okay.
Okay? Honey, that doesn't mean that you like her, Austin. And he really playing it cool. He playing it cool in front of y'all. But he don't like her.
At all.
It is tickling me, to be honest. Because he's playing the game. Anyway, I wrote down, girl, you got to get a little sexy. And enough with the closed mouth kisses. If you waiting on an emotional connection, at least you can do is tongue me down. What? Do you have to have an emotional connection to French kiss? Child, Austin is tripping me out. He's really tripping me out with this. Like, he don't like that girl. I'm sorry.
Something on the Weather Channel, cause I make it rain, girl. Now call me Wayne, girl. You just a earthin', you ain't never been to Wayne, girl. That song goes so hard.
Austin don't like that girl. He don't. Anyway, let's move on to Orion and Lauren. I wrote down, y'all not together. We already know that. Orion and Lauren met up with the other couples. Everybody meets up all the time on Married at First Sight to give status updates about how their relationships are going. And I don't know why they had we know why Orion and Lauren were there. For drama, for ratings, for us, not for each other. But anyway, Lauren said in front of everybody, I just want to commend everybody for working on your relationship, for working on your marriages, because it's easy to give up. It's easy to be a loser. It's easy to be a loser that gives up easily. It's easy to, just give up on your partner and give up on your relationship. It's easy for you to be an idiot. It's easy for you to just throw in the towel. Only people weak. It's easy to be weak and give up on your wife. And it's easy to just give up on the love that you were supposed to have and the commitment that you made.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to just give up and just sacrifice. It's easy to do it.
Girl, what?
Lord, what,
girl?
Girl, who? Sorry, y'all, I'm getting over a cold, but I wrote down Lauren and Orion. Why are y'all talking about this now? And Lauren, why are you crying? Why are you crying over this man you knew for 7 days? The rejection is really, really, really killing her. And the reality is I understand it's rough being rejected. But Lauren got to understand this. Baby, this has nothing to do with you and everything to do with Orion. Or maybe it got something to do with you too. But this man was not ready for this. He's 27 years old. Anyway, Orion said that he lost feelings for Lauren. And he had feelings, but he lost them. He's a liar. He never had feelings for her. The blind talking about do y'all think you gave up? Orion said, Orion said he tried. And Lauren said, how many times did you try? If you tried, explain to me how you tried. I wrote down, Lauren, how many times do you want to be rejected by this man?
At least 100, because we on 99 now.
How many times do you want to be rejected?
She loves it.
This is what kills me when y'all say, I need closure. How many times do you want to be rejected by this person? How many times do you want to be told, I don't want you? It's almost like, Lauren, you like being told that Orion don't want to be with you. Something about the pain of it make you real comfortable and familiar.
Ooh, therapy Jazz.
Because I can't sit up here and let a man tell me 5 or 6 or 7 times, 8, 9, 10 times he don't like me. He don't want to be with me. He fell out of love with me. He done trying with me. I did him wrong. I did all... Enough.
I did you wrong. You did me wrong.
You don't have to tell me no more. It's good. I get it.
I take you back. You take me back. I did you wrong.
And at the end of the evening, Lauren was bent over, crying over Orion. And we was all hoping that she was crying over the fact that maybe they got her order wrong or her salad was wrong or something like that.
Nope.
But nope, it was over Orion.
It was.
And I don't know why. And I would give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think it was over him. I think it was over the rejection. And then maybe the process not working out. But
couldn't have been him.
Like, you knew this was a possibility when you came on the show, that this was not going to work out. That the person may not be attracted to you. That the person may not be ready for marriage. In fact, none of the couples, even though they're still together, none of the couples are attracted to one person is not attracted to the other person. Austin is not attracted to pink hair. Brennan is not attracted to Emily. Claire is not attracted to Cameron. And Orion is not attracted to you.
Right.
So everybody's going through the same thing. It's just everybody's handling it differently. Like, yeah. Let's move on to Emily and Brennan. Speaking of them. Brennan and Emily start off the episode saying that, you know, Brennan, last episode, Brennan sat down with Emily's friends, and he said he felt like he was being personally attacked. And I do think that they were attacking him. I'm not saying that what they were saying was incorrect, because they said some correct stuff. But I do think that they attacked him, his personality, his reasons for being on the show and everything. But anyway, he decided he's going to forgive and forget. Emily and Brennan ended up going to a workout class together. And then after that, Brennan told everybody in the group that there is no romance between them. I wrote down, none of the couples have romance between them. Literally, none of them. Emily said that Brennan just shuts her off, and I wrote down, it's because he don't like you.
At all.
Then Pink Hair tried to put her 2 cents in, like her man like her. Your man don't like you either.
Ooh!
She talking about well, you know, maybe he just shuts down. Maybe he doesn't actually shut down. Maybe it's actually, girl, he don't like her. He shuts down. He don't like her.
Period.
He shuts it down. He shuts that D down, just like your man shutting the D down as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have a lot of progressive men in the room here. Men who just are waiting for an emotional connection. That's not it. They don't like y'all. I don't know why they don't like y'all. Y'all some cute girls. But they don't. I wrote down, I don't think Brennan has ever been with somebody that he is not attracted to. I think he usually goes for women that he's attracted to, and they probably tolerate him for a little bit, and ultimately they don't end up falling head over heels for him, because if they did, he would have married him already. Obviously, Brennan is lacking something that is keeping the woman of his dreams around. And it's probably his temper, his badass attitude, and his temper, and his unpredictability, and his hot and coldness. So instead of being with somebody who is like the girl of his dreams, he's now on Married at First Sight, and he got Emily, and he don't like her. Ooh! And he keeps saying divorce is not an option. You know, divorce is not an option. Divorce is not an option. Baby, divorce is always an option. I don't know who you fool. I don't know who you trying to convince, Brennan. Are you trying to convince us, or are you trying to convince yourself? Because we all know divorce is an option, because they give you the option at the end of the season.
He's trying to convince himself.
And we all know he not going to stay with this woman. Or she not going to stay with him. And he going to say, oh, well, you know, it was never an option for me, but she chose to get divorced. We already know how that go. I wrote down, Brennan is very immature. He said that there's just a disconnect between him and Emily. The disconnect is because he don't like her. The therapist, when they sat down with the therapist, she asked him to explain what he is feeling, or explain why he's not feeling it. He said, I can't explain why I'm not feeling it. I'm trying to be mindful of her. I'm trying to be mindful. And then he told the therapist, I need you to be mindful. This is hard. The therapist was like, I know this is hard. I am being mindful. He's like, no, but I need you to understand, really. I need you to be mindful, because this is difficult. The therapist was like, I'm trying to get all up in your mind. I'm mindful. I'm mindful, okay? My mind is full. I am full of mind. So go ahead and tell me how you feel. No, I need you to be mindful. This is a tough conversation. Just say she ugly and move on. Because what you think you're doing is what you really think you're eating the girls down, but you're not. Because by not actually saying how you're feeling, you're actually just making it worse, more awkward, more intolerable for Emily. She's getting annoyed. Because it's like, why are you acting like I can't handle the truth? The reality is Brennan just cannot handle telling her the truth.
Right.
And he's trying to look like he's a nicer person than he is. He's not. Like, it would be just better if he just was honest. So we could at least say, at least he's honest. We can't even say that. I also wrote down, Emily has to want to hear it. I don't think she wants to hear it. She's waiting, but if it was me, I would just turn to him and say, just say whatever it is you have to say. I'm strong enough to handle whatever it is that you have to say and what the issue is when it comes to the intimacy. Just say it.
Right.
A cat got your tongue? Just say it, baby. Like, I would turn to my husband and say, I'll be fine. Just be honest. That's what I care about more, your honesty. Forget about my feelings for a moment and just be honest. That's how you're going to get the real tea.
Let's just be real.
He said, I'm being respectful. You need to be respectful too. I'm being respectful. Okay, you being respectful by not telling her how you feel about her? I don't get it. He said, this is my wife. This is my wife. I'm here to protect my ugly ass wife.
Okay.
Okay? I'm here to protect my ugly wife. The one I'm not attracted to. So you just watch yourself, therapist. You really think you're doing something. This is like, to me, an example of a guy who thinks he knows what a husband is in his head. But has never seen, he acting like he never seen a good husband in action, in practice, in real life. It's like you watch some soap opera dramas on TV and they taught you what being a husband is. It's saying, hey, this is my wife. I'm here to protect her. I think she's ugly. I'm not going to say it. Weird behavior to me.
But ugly. But I'm going to learn to love her.
Anyway, the therapist suggested that Brennan go to therapy, and he said, you know, he wasn't going to do it, or he's never had somebody suggest that before. And I also think that Brennan has anger issues. That's it. I think he has anger issues. Let's move on to the last couple, Cameron and Claire. Cameron said he didn't realize that he didn't tell Claire that his dad is dying. That his dad has been dying on his deathbed for so long that he's sort of like, it's been normalized for him. His dad's been sick for so long. Cameron, you are odd. Because if your dad has been sick for so long, and if it's just so normalized for you, for your dad to be sick, then why when Claire's friend was joking and said, how's your relationship with your father? Why didn't you just say, oh, yeah, it's okay. And then say, oh, I have something to tell Claire about that later, but I won't bring it up now. Why did you say, he's on his deathbed, how about that?
With your face like that.
He's on his deathbed. What do you think? That still wasn't, that didn't, your response to her therapy joke was still uncalled for. It was still awkward and out of place. So, yeah. And I'm like, if your dad has been ill for a long time, I'm not trying to be shady or nothing, but how long are we going to call it a deathbed? How long can you be on your deathbed? Because if it's been 4 or 5 years, that's not your deathbed. He's just ill. When you on your deathbed, that means you're about to pass away. You can't be on your deathbed for a decade. I know y'all gonna say I'm wrong, but let's think about this for a second. If I say my mama on her deathbed, oh my God, Jazmyn, seriously? How long has she been in ICU? She at home. Oh, okay. Is she on hospice care? She just on her deathbed. What? Huh? That's not her deathbed. You're using that wrong. You're using the term wrong. Deathbed means the person is on their way to passing away. Anyway, Cameron also said that my dad is so ill, I cannot tell him or my parents that I'm married a stranger. He's too ill for me to tell him that. So you do it on TV? Wait. Your dad is too ill for you to go to him in person and say, Dad, I've chosen to get married and married a stranger. So you're going to let the newspaper know.
Right.
Cameron, do y'all see Cameron? He's kind of dumb. Like, Cameron don't be making no sense. Nothing that comes out of Cameron's mouth actually adds up. I'm starting to believe he loves trauma. Like, it's something about, have you ever met somebody who just loves trauma and loves when bad things happen to them? They just, they soak it all up. It's like they so comfortable with it. What's wrong with Cameron? This is odd to me. Like, if your parent is that fragile, why are you going on TV? Child, anyway, I wrote down more therapy is needed. Because I know he been going to therapy his whole life. He needs to keep going. Anyway. I wrote down Cameron gets on Claire's nerves because he's nerdy. Claire said that there's zero romance between them two.
Well,
I don't know. I think nerdy guys are cute. I don't know why Claire has an issue with him being nerdy, and I think that's what her issue is. Because on the after show, Cameron said something about Claire mentioned to him that she liked black guys.
Ooh!
And y'all remember the Hispanic guy, Michael, who was on the show, whose wife didn't marry him? She looked like she wanted a little salsa dance with him.
She sure did.
I don't know if she likes black guys, but it is very much given she likes guys of color. And Cameron seems just like a little bit too vanilla for her. That's what it's given. Yep. Anyway, Claire said it doesn't feel natural to kiss Cameron, and Cameron said, it feels natural when I kiss you or flirt with you. Does it not feel natural to you? She was like, oh, interesting.
Ooh.
I'm like, what? She said, yeah, it doesn't feel natural to kiss you. And I said, what is he, a dog or a cow or a pig? Because I think personally it should feel natural to kiss another human. It feels unnatural to kiss an animal.
Right.
Kiss a horse in the mouth.
Right.
It feels natural to kiss another human being. It doesn't feel unnatural. Child, anyway. I wrote down, what is not natural about kissing him? She just don't like him. I said Cameron is working hard, putting in OT, which stands for overtime, for this coochie. Okay?
OT for the coochie.
And, yeah, Claire's not into it. She's not into it. Cameron said he's head over heels. And I said, Claire, I wrote down, this man said he's head over heels for you. That don't make your let's go kitty cat do nothing?
Ooh, girl, you know what? Save this for Jazz After Dark.
Anyway, I wrote down Claire and Cameron over here talking about the other couples. They doing a debrief on all the other couples and what they think about them. And y'all need to be kissing is what y'all need to be doing. Y'all need to less about the other couples, more about the other kissing that y'all need to be doing. Anyway, Cameron and Claire said they have long-term fundamental differences that are rooted in religion, even though I ain't seen now one of them pray or go to church.
Not at all.
Or go to temple or go to a mosque, nothing. But they have long-term religious fundamental issues, disagreements. Okay. And Claire said that we're really trying. I personally don't think Claire's trying that hard. I think that Cameron really, really wants intimacy. Like I said, I believe he's an incel. He really, really wants to be loved. And Clara said, and Cameron said at the end of the episode, he's going to sleep in the other room. And Claire said, well, is that going to build resentment towards me? And he said, not yet, which means yes, it will. Because all Cameron wants is the cootie cat. That's all he wants.
That's all he wants.
And the cootie cat is moving further away from him into another room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, kitty cat. I think it's time to go. Let's go, kitty cat. You want no more? Let's go, kitty cat. No more getting it. I'm not feeling it. Anyway, that's Married at First Sight. I can't wait to see y'all's thoughts. Your thoughts on the show. Leave a comment below.
Period.
And I'll see y'all later. Bye.